Another page.
Okay, swapped over. This is episode 180. Episode 180. Dads vs. the World podcast. My name is Ian. That gentleman over there is Kevin. I do apologize for the early morning. We started an hour earlier than what we normally do. An hour earlier. Because I'm going to a baseball game. Do the old American pastime. So, me and the Olders are going to go and watch the Oreos go up against the Tampa Bay Rays. Good old baseball.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. But yeah, go ahead.
We were going to go to Revolution today because we had free tickets for the kids. But then my car has issues, so now we're not going anywhere.
That's cool. Do you know what's up with it?
Yeah, I get this stupid ass oil pressure light come on, and it's been so for a while there. It would come on every once in a while, and then I went and got the oil changed again. Told the guy about it. He couldn't find anything. There's no leaks anywhere. I'm not losing oil. But the other day when we were coming home from a trip, we went to Laurel Lake, and we were coming home, and the damn light was coming on like every minute to 2 minutes. And it would ding every time it came on. It was driving me nuts. So we decided to park it, and we ended up calling the dealership, which is going to cost us an arm and a fucking leg just for them to look at it. And I also have something wrong with my transmission because my transmission has been, for the longest time, it like slams. Sometimes it just like slams into gear. And apparently that's a known problem with the year of Jeep that I got. So I think this is all electronic related. I don't think there's anything really wrong with my oil pressure because I just changed the oil pressure switch a month or two ago. So I think it's literally just an electrical thing. And I think the same thing with the transmission stuff because it's like a 9-speed automatic transmission. And apparently it has problems, the 2016 version. So I think it's all electrical related. But they said there'd be like $175 just for them to check the oil pressure stuff. And they didn't have an answer for how much to get the transmission checked to cost. But it's a dealership, so I'm sure it won't be cheap.
Of course.
It was a final, like that's our final step. Like I tried a mom and pop shop. I tried checking it out, and I'm at a loss for what else to do. So.
Well, that's American brand for you. American brand Jeep, where we make stuff to just break somehow, even though it's American.
The dumb thing about it is it may be American, but like the chassis, like the whole frame itself is actually a Fiat.
I was gonna say Jeep is only assembled in America. I don't think there's really a lot of parts in Jeep that are American made. I think it's just assembled here in America. Everything else is just shipped in. That's what they do.
Yeah, that's what they do. They'll say it's made in America, but it's not. It's assembled in America. All the parts are made over in China.
Yeah, you know. Wait, what? I don't get it. Explain it to me. What do you mean? It's not made in America? You mean the parts aren't made in America? Nope, they're not. But well, they even say it too in the commercials, like in like very, very small print while they're speaking really fast.
Yeah,
Jeep brand products are not made here in America. They're only assembled over here. And every parts are made in and coming shipped in Taiwan and Korea and also Philippines. Also not made in America. Please don't know what's going on. MSRP for $6.99. But yeah, man. So today's whole topic, what we got for you guys is
well, hang on.
No,
I wanted to talk about.
I will not.
Well, I wanted to talk. I thought maybe before we get into our main segment, I thought maybe we could talk about WWE, whatever you did this week, things like that.
Oh, fucking pajama party WWE. You mean yesterday,
dude?
Pajama ramp around, pajama rompa dump. I mean, I get it. It's religious and stuff like that. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Religious. It's oppression, dude. They like oppress women there.
I know, but it's so lame. Because then the guys are just in their regular clothes and like, oh, you guys, there's not gay guys over there that are just getting turned on by seeing all that skin on the men.
No, that shit's not legal over there, dude. You're not allowed to be gay over there.
That's right. They find you and then they do stuff to you. not fun stuff. I thought yesterday was fantastic. Let's do wrestling real quick. I thought that was probably one of the best Night of Champions in a while. Hey, what's up, H. Russell? Oh, look at that. The stings are working too.
Hey, it did work. I didn't hear it, but I see it. Yeah, I thought it was all right. I mean, I always hate when they boo the women. Like, that's fucking.
Oh my god, no, they're just completely quiet, especially when they're like a POC, a person of color. So when Asuka and Jade Cargill had their promo on SmackDown, which is Friday night, dude, Asuka was like getting cheers, and then when Jade Cargill came on, dead silent. They're like, just dead quiet. They're just like,
Well, I read that they booed and that WWE blocked it out.
I don't know if they did or didn't, but I just know it was dead ass
because
quiet.
She commented on booing.
Yeah.
Like, she commented on it. They were in her promo at the end there. So, I don't know.
Yeah. It was
I don't
quiet,
understand
dude.
the Jade Cargill push. I still think she looks green. I don't think she's really ready for a push that they're giving her, but
well, I think this is the time. I think this is her chance for the push because Asuka doesn't need it. Like I could have seen it like because we just would have wanted just a dream match against her and Io, but I mean that's it. I mean Asuka gains nothing from winning that title or winning that Queen of the Ring title. So the Jade Cargill one made sense. So this is her shot. They're like, all right, let's see what you can do with it. Maybe when we're not in an area where they're gonna boo you because of what you look like. maybe you'll do better. Because she does get pops in the States. In the States, she gets some pops. So the King of the Ring one was I was unfortunate. I was hoping Cody was gonna lose. I just keep waiting for Cody to just lose endlessly, and that's what I want for his character.
I missed the first 45 minutes of the show, so I missed that whole match.
It was all right. It was a good match. Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, but I saw the ending. Like,
yeah,
of course, the internet like posts it right away, so it gets ruined.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I missed like the first 45 minutes and tuned in after that. So I didn't see that match, but I thought the main event was probably the best match of the night.
Oh yeah, well that's for sure it was. That's what I'm saying. Like I really loved how they toyed with the audience, and it really progressed.
Dude.
It really progressed the storyline.
I was like,
great.
Man, is Punk really gonna pull this out? Like it seemed like he may have, and I was like, oh shit! Like,
no way, they're gonna see this through the end with John Cena. They're gonna see it to the end, and it is gonna come full circle at some point. And how they're gonna do it, who knows?
He's got to turn face again for sure.
Oh yeah, because it was great. I loved how they teased that. Like when he shoulder blocked the shit out of the ref coming down the ramp.
Oh my god, dude, he murdered him.
That was fucking tight, dude. I was like, shit, dude.
And it came from like off camera. It was just like he appeared, and all of a sudden the ref is flying across the fucking screen.
It was awesome, dude. I was like, shit, dude. But yeah, that was by far, easily hands down the best. The best match of the night was the main event, and thank God. Yeah. But yeah, any stories? I mean, the only thing I have of note is that I took like a 3-day trip for work to fucking Indiana and Michigan. So I was gone for 3 days. That was like by far the longest driving trip I've done ever. Where I just drove the whole time. I was really surprised. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was very surprised I didn't end up in a ditch. Well, it was Indiana and Western Ohio, so I just would have ran off the road. Like, dude, it is so flat out there. There is no elevation. Like, it's literally just flatlands. Like,
it sounds like Texas.
Dude,
Texas is like that too.
It's crazy. I was on was it I-80 and 90? Dude, just flat. Like, there's trees and stuff, but dude, it's boggled my mind. I was like, what is going on? Because Western PA is like beautiful, dude. It's like mountainy, and there's ranges that you drive through and stuff like that. You drive through a couple of the mountains, which the tunnels look a little sketchy, guys. I'm just gonna let this out. There are some cracks in that foundation, and water's dripping in, and there are some dark spots, a little scary. But yeah, that drive was gnarly. And I should have done a little bit more research on the room I stayed in, because totally a truck stop hotel.
Oh boy. Lot lizards everywhere.
I didn't see any lot lizards. I just saw really sad middle-aged men. But yeah, I didn't really see any lot lizards. But like I did the Google thing, you know what I mean? Google got rated like it was rated 4-star, but like when I pulled up, I was like, this is not a 4-star. Like this is a lie. Maybe ask your wife next time. Yeah, well, if there even is a next time I even do a long trip again. Because I was really like, I really did not want to go. Like, I did not enjoy my time out there at all. Like, I did not want to be out there at all.
Man.
It was fucking dumb.
How long of a drive was it in total?
A shade under 9 hours just to get to Indiana. And then from Indiana, where I was in Indiana, to Michigan, Brighton, Michigan. Shout out to Brighton, Michigan. That's like 2 hours and 40 minutes between the two. So like Monday, it was just a travel day, just getting from PA to Indiana to my room. And then the next day, Tuesday, was when I actually did the install. But like, because of that drive, like I didn't get done until like maybe close to 4. And then that's like almost 3 hours back to my room. So yeah, that Tuesday was a long day.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of OT this week. I got all the overtime. But it's funny because people are like, go ahead.
I bet you got to listen to like all the fucking podcasts. You should be caught up on all your shows, right?
Well, it's I caught up to what I wanted to listen to, but dude, I've been listening to Turnstile, so like I've just been overdosing on Turnstile for the past 2 weeks. So I mean, whatever. I'm happy about it. I like it. I've even got like the whole house into it. So like even the little ones, the 2 unders are watching like the Turnstile music videos and they're liking it. Dude, I'm like, shit, yeah, dude, I got some cool babies, brother. The wife's starting to get into it, and then like even Liam's starting to kind of like it. Izzy's never up here, so you know who cares. We also got tickets to Adam Sandler. That's right. Yeah, we bought tickets to Adam Sandler because he's coming to Hershey in September, so we're gonna go see that. Well, we got him early, so he announced it, and I let Heather know. I was like, "Hey, homeboy's on tour," and we got really good seats for like okay pricing. They're nothing crazy. It's okay, but we got really good seats because the wife's just gonna go freak out and stuff. So, yeah. What you had going on this week, dude?
Yeah, so we went. Well, I had my camping trip the last week. That went well. I'll get into it a little bit later. And then last night I had the kids play a tabletop RPG for the first time, and I made like a little scenario up. We played this tabletop RPG called Amazing Tales, and it's literally for kids like four to like, I don't know, 12. And the rules are very simple. You only use like 3 different dice. You could use all D6s if you really wanted to. I made up a story about fairies and Furbies, and then that was what they played as. They played as fairies, and Ollie played as a Furby, and so I made this like whimsical story up. And they ended up coming across these little creatures, which ended up being Furbies. But they had to figure that out. And they had the guy. The whole premise was like there's this crystal that like keeps the forest going. So their goal was to get the crystal and put it back on the top of the mountain before the moon came up. And they ended up doing that. So they really enjoyed it. They had a good time. It was fun to watch them and for me to act out some parts. And I just I would let them, I'd be like, all right, this is the scenario. This is where we are. You see little tiny footprints going down the pathway. And I was like, what do you do? And they all looked at me like, oh, what? It's like, what do? You can do whatever you want. Like, I mean, I have a story here, but like, you guys are going to change the story by your choices. So they really enjoyed that. That was a good time. When your kids get a little older, you should try that with them. Your younger ones. I mean, I guess you could do it with Liam and Izzy. for now.
Yeah, we've been trying to. We did like we went back to D&D like a month ago, but like we've just been so busy, we just haven't been able to
Yeah.
do it. Go back to it because Liam brought it up. He's like, "Hey, what happened to D&D night?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm so busy. I'm so tired." And like
Yeah,
whenever
I
we
ended
do
up,
set it up, like the teenager throws a fucking fit. So
I ended up making a TikTok about it and posted it late last night. Yeah, I've been really enjoying that too. I've been making TikToks lately. I'm almost at 1,000 followers. I've been really moving, growing wise.
oh, dude,
But I've
have
been
we have we ever noticed that you've been on TikTok, Kevin?
I'm
what's
trying, dude. Like, I want to be popular. I want to make a lot of money by just being home. So I'm really trying. I'm like 5 away from 1,000 followers. I know that doesn't seem like much, but I mean, I started at like 200.
Yeah.
So we'll see
Yeah.
where it goes. We'll see if it takes off. Sometimes, like, man, sometimes you make these videos, and like last night, I put all kinds of time into editing. Like, I had a 30-minute record of our whole session, and then I had to cut it down to like 2 minutes, or it was like 1 minute and 50 seconds, I think. I would have liked to have it less than that, but there were some parts that I didn't want to keep out because it was funny. It was like a perfect shot. But yeah, it sucks. Like you sometimes you're like, oh man, this is going to be good. This is funny. I got good. I did well with the editing. The music is hitting right. The timing is good. And then you post it and you're like, oh, cool. I got like 100 fucking views. Cool. Now it's not moving anymore. So fucking cool. So that's like irritating. You know, it's like a downer.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you just got to keep going. You just got to keep pushing, and hopefully one day one will take off. We'll see. I'm enjoying it, and so long as I'm enjoying it, I'll keep doing it. But yeah,
man. That is literally the golden rule of anything that you enjoy doing, is to just keep doing it. Like just keep doing it, man. If you enjoy doing it, who cares? Just do it because you like doing it, and that's like the secret sauce to doing anything. A lot of like the big time streamers and stuff like that have all said that.
The weird thing is like, I posted a video about like a super sweet video about being a stay-at-home dad, right? It was super sweet. I thought it was a great video. I was really proud of it. And then I was like, this is going to really take off. Well, it only got like 300 views because, of course, I'm stuck in that fucking jail. So I was like, well, that sucks. And then I posted one that was like, it was like 7 seconds long. And it was just me bitching about these people that have been posting things about how all it does is rain in Pennsylvania. So like I made this like short video and like walked out my front door and was like just recording my face and was like, fuck this weather. Like, what are you talking about? All we get is rain. It's hot. It's humid as fuck. It's super sunny out. Are you guys fucking happy now? That video got like 700 views. So then I did another one about weather, and that one got 1,400 views. So I was like, well, I guess I'm the stay-at-home weatherman. So every day I've been doing videos of like telling you what the weather is in a dad format that's, you know, funny or whatever. And they've been doing the same thing now. Like I'm stuck in this fucking 300 view prison. But people are commenting, like the one guy commented on one of my other videos yesterday and was like, hey man, where's your weather report? I was like, dude, it's up. Like I posted it. Go look it. Go watch it. So we'll see. Hopefully it takes off. Hopefully I can make a couple extra bucks.
Oh yeah, dude. Then you could make a shirt like dad's weather fucking thing, or something like where the fuck's the rain. There you go. Where the fuck's the rain?
I'm trying to find, like, I know you need to find a niche, right? So like I'm trying to do like a stay-at-home dad thing and smoking meats, and I guess this weather thing now because apparently people like that. So
yeah, because the other was on Friday. Like you guys here in Central PA, like it was like hot,
awful,
humid, and shitty. But I was up in like Lidditz way in Lancaster, which isn't very far. But dude, it was downpouring ass rain, man. So like,
wow,
it was crazy for like a solid 3.5, 4 hours. I was just in rain, downpour rain. Yeah. So I was surprised when I got back in the town. I was like, dude, did it not rain here? The fuck? Because dude, yeah, it was crazy, man. The amount of rain that area got. Latits, as I like to call it lovingly. But yeah, good on you, man. Yeah, keep doing it, brother. Like that's It's really stupid and really simple, but it is true. It's a lot, even like a lot of stand-up comedians, they just say like, if you love like stand-up or whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. And it's eventually, something will come to you. And even if it doesn't, just even if it's just you really get like something small. If it's something you enjoy doing and you like doing it, you're never gonna lose. Like it's not something that you're gonna ever feel like oh, that was a waste of time, because you love doing it. Because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But yeah,
It is a lot
keep
of
doing what
work,
you're doing.
man. I got to give these streamers props, man. Like, I mean, like every time I make a video, it's like, all right, now I have to edit this for like an hour, hour and a half. It's a lot of work, so I got to give them props.
Yeah, that's why most of them are younger kids and don't have jobs and live with their parents. That's
Well,
that's why they're able to do it. You know what I mean? They're from a basement, their parents' basement, and just able to just do this. And then the parents are like, "Oh, what are you gonna do with your life? Oh, this is my life. This is what I'm doing with it. Okay, all right."
yeah, I'm
Leave me
now a
alone.
multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Listen here, Dad. I'm in a different tax bracket as you are. All right, why don't you shut up?
I think all you got to do is like get that brand deal. Once you have those brand deals, man, it's on. Like, I mean, that's where you're gonna make your money. So
Yeah, dude. Sell out, dude. Like all the punk bands sing about, like sell out. But you know what? Nowadays, who cares? You need to sell out. You want to make some little extra scratch? Sell out, dude.
yeah.
Sell your soul for a little couple undies, dude. Who needs a soul, dude, when you have no health care and they're about to cut Medicaid? Who cares? Who gives a shit? If my feet didn't look like ogre feet, I'd totally sell my feet, dude. But they look like fucking straight up pancake ogre feet.
Oh my gosh. All right, so I guess we could move on to our main topic. So our main topic of today is dads versus the in-laws, and we're going to talk about some of the situations you get into with when you met your in-laws, maybe some of the experiences you've had. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. So I guess I'll start it off. So the first time I met my in-laws, technically I met her dad at the turkey trot before Lauren and I were ever like a thing. And I was still with Chris at the time. I was going on a turkey trot run. She was there. I was running with her, and her dad was there. So I met him then. But the official meeting is I met them. I went to dinner at their house, and I remember this like it was yesterday because I fucking hate, what is that? It's like a gravy, and there's like stroganoff. That's what it is, stroganoff. She made stroganoff, her mom, and I fucking hate mushrooms, dude. Like, I hate them. I think they're disgusting. I don't know if it's the flavor. I think it's just the texture. But it's like, it's the first time you meet her parents, so you want to impress, right? Like, you don't want to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I downed all of it. And Lauren knew I didn't like mushrooms, so she's just snickering the whole time, and I'm over here just sucking down these mushrooms. So yeah, it was good though. I mean, they were sweet. I learned real quick that they were super, super, super conservative and super religious, which can make things weird, but they have always been very accepting of me, even though they know that I'm like a heathen. So I don't have too much to complain about meeting them. They've always been good to me. They've treated me good. They've treated our kids good. They've treated Ollie like one of their own, even though he's from like my past marriage. As for what I learned from that first meeting, I guess for me, it's just that like, just because people have a certain belief or belief system doesn't mean they're, insane. Some of their thoughts and some of their morals seem a little off to me, but everybody's a little different. It looks like Heather put an in-law story in the Discord, so maybe we can touch on that in a little bit.
It's 2 sentences. I just looked at it. It's 2 sentences.
Red flags was the religious stuff. That was a red flag for me because I was worried about that. Green flags, just their kindness, just their acceptance of myself and Ollie and the whole situation, because that's not an easy situation to go to. I was fresh out of another marriage, and Ollie was just born. Like, he was still in my ex-wife's belly when my ex-wife and I split.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, she was like 3 months in. Not the greatest way to start a relationship out or to end one. But that's how the dominoes fell, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
So,
Life
what about
works.
you?
Life's funny that way. So the in-laws, I met Heather's mom first before I met her dad. Her dad lived in New Jersey, so it took a long time until I finally met him. But I met her mom first in high school because she used to work at the Giant in our town. So I would see her at Giant because she used to work like the cashier and then the self checkout and stuff like that. But like it was before I even like I didn't put two and two together until she like blatantly said she was like, "Hey, I'm Heather's mom," and I was like, "Oh shit, hey, how are you? You know, am I?" And then like it's hilarious because like she's always been team Hyan or Hean or maybe Ether, whatever our couple name is, Ether. She's always been team us for like from the get. Like she's just always been like, "When are you gonna date my daughter?" I'm like, she's with a dude, so not right now." So like, but yeah, she was always like, she was always that. She was always like, you know, rooting for us to get together and stuff like that. And my first impression of her was that she, I mean, she was nice. I didn't really get to know her. Like I like the numerous ships that you see someone out in public, you don't really get to know them. You just kind of have that whole cordial kind of like a thing. But she seemed nice. She was funny and stuff like that. And yeah, she was always nice to me. Her dad, I met him like maybe not, yeah, probably till we started dating was like the only time I ever was when I first met him. I don't think he came down for her graduation party. So I think literally when we first started dating and I started meeting her whole family and stuff like that, I think that was when I first met him. First impression of him, like he was a really cool dude. Like I didn't really like they're not really upfront about their politics. And at that time, like no one really was, which was a great time. Like, dude, God, oh God, I miss the early 2000s and the early 2010s, dude. No one
Dude,
spoke about it. Dude, it was
I'd
so
give
good.
everything to have it George Bush again.
It's not even that. It's just people that it wasn't a personality trait. Like people followed the golden rule of never talking about religion and politics. Now that's all everyone ever wants to talk about. So like back then, like I had no clue. So like I didn't really get any bad vibes or red flags from either of her parents, to be honest. Like they all seemed nice. Like we had our scuffs and like arguments and like when we were actually together. Like we were like 2 or 3 years in. That's when like I would, you know, we would have like our you know, we would butt heads and stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's my favorite story of all time. The Christmas story with your mom is by far, by none, my best and favorite memory of your mom forever and ever. Like she's made me laugh so many times. Like that is, it sucks, and I don't mean to sound like I'm playing a favorite out of the in-laws or anything like that. But like I hung out with her mom a lot. We lived with her for a long time when we were together. I had like we had our own relationship before Heather started dating. So like her and I were pretty close. You know, in comparison between her and her, you know, Heather's dad and stuff like that. But and she's always made me laugh. I found her always funny. But like that Christmas story is top tier.
Is
It is the best story of all time. Top tier.
All right, so then is that your would that be your horror story that you got from the in-laws?
I guess, but see, what's funny is that like with her mom, like what should be a horror story, I flipped it into like a humor thing, and it always turned out okay between her and I. Like it, and it was, and I don't mean it like, and I don't mean to sound like I'm not the problem ever. But I'm very anti-confrontational. You know, if anyone knows me, I shy away from confrontation. I'm usually not the one to bring up anything. So like if we ever had any of our fights, it wasn't me. It was always her to start it. And it was always be like a terrible thing, but like it would just end up being funny to me. I'd always find it hilarious. We've had a couple of stories, but the Christmas one tops it. So yeah, I don't really have a horror story with her dad. I guess the only horror story that we have is that like this one time we were over at his house at the time. He was with his girlfriend Sue at the time. And we were over there eating dinner, and he always makes the same dinner whenever we go up there to visit him. And like for some reason, I don't know what happened. Excuse me. Fuck.
Gesundheit.
Fuck. All right. I think I'm done now. Sorry.
Edit that out.
For some odd reason, something sent him off. I don't know what it was. I think it was maybe Heather's brother said something, and it like just flipped the switch in him, and he freaked out, like he spazzed. I found it funny. Everyone else found it awkward, because to me, it's when men spaz, it is hilarious. It is like it is a very clear window of them turning into a toddler. Like when dudes spaz out, it is hilarious. Dude, he spazzed and like he stormed out of the house, dude. And everyone's just left there in the freaking in the like dining room or wherever we're eating, dude. It was hilarious. Everyone breaking up at Disney is a horror. Well, that's like that is a 2-week long horror story, to which again I found hilarious. Everyone's relationships are breaking down in the middle of Orlando, Florida during our Disney trip. Everyone's just breaking up. Everyone's fighting the whole time. And me and Heather are like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Jesus Christ.
It was hilarious, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just find humor in, like, when people spaz out, I think it's hilarious. I find it funny.
That's the year her dad took everybody, right?
Yeah, so we had, like, a party of, like, freaking 16 people down in Florida. Yeah, dude. But everyone was spazzing out. Everyone was fighting over something stupid. I don't know what it was. And it was just funny. Heather and I were just like, anyway, let's go meet Mickey Mouse. All right, let's head the caboose now.
Oh my God, dude.
We go up to meet Mickey Mouse. It's like, oh, hello there. And meanwhile, they're like, I want to break up. Fuck you, you bitch. Oh, okay. Who wants to take a picture now with Mickey? But dude, it was
That's
great.
insane, dude.
Yeah. As I say, I don't think is that the whole thing. Yeah.
I mean,
that
that was your horror story. Yeah. I mean, so for me, mine is like segment 2 and 3 are kind of mixed together. So like I have a horror story. It's not really like a horror story. It happened recently. Her family doesn't really talk about things. So like if there's a problem in the family, like right now there's an incident that happened with her brother, and nobody's talking about it. Everybody's pretending it's not happening or it didn't happen. Like it's weird to me. It's weird that her family doesn't discuss anything.
Are they Catholic?
Because my family's no, they're just Christian. Like, my family's different. Like if there's an issue, like like when I was getting divorced, my family, when we were split up, there was a lot of talking. Like when there was a time where Lauren and I had some serious issues, and my family, we talked about it. Like, but her family doesn't. Anyway, so we were on our trip on our past weekend, and it was just myself and her father-in-law, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4 kids, because I had my two. I had Ollie and I had Emma, and then he had 2 of the nieces, and so it was just us 2. Dads and Papa or whatever. And I don't know, it was a couple days in, and Emma was really whiny and just whining a lot. And I hadn't really like raised my voice at all weekend. Like I was, there's times I was stern, but I didn't yell or anything. Well, I had the shits of Emma whining. And I just turned to her. I said, Emma, and this is how I said it. Emma, enough. I'm tired of hearing it. Stop with the whining. And as I was doing it, I had said to her, I said, do you just want to go home? I'll pack things up. We'll go home now. And all of a sudden, my father-in-law, Dale, is standing on the corner, and he comes over, and he just, like, starts raising his voice at me. He's like, Kevin, stop tired of you yelling at the kids. I said to him, what are you talking about? I haven't yelled at anybody all weekend. This is nothing. You haven't seen me mad. And I said, and then he started walking off, and I walked away because I wanted to say more, because there was more I wanted to say, because when somebody comes at me, I will bury you. I will destroy you. You are going to hate yourself. Like, don't fucking come at me and disrespect me. So he came at me. I ended up just walking away and went to our tent, and I just angrily started like reorganizing things. So I was really irritated because I felt disrespected by him because it's not his place. It's not his place to tell me what to do as a parent. That's not your place. There is no reason, none, to come over here and raise your voice to me in front of my kids. Not okay. I'm a fucking adult. That's not how you talk to me. So I was really fucking heated. And I don't know, like a half hour later or so, I come out of the tent and I'm helping the kids with something, and Dale was like wanting to talk about like what we're gonna do next. And before he started that conversation, he said to me, "First off, Kevin, I'm sorry for yelling at you." And I just, okay. And then we just went about the rest of the weekend. But all weekend long, and even now, I stewed on it. And I'm still stewing on it. And it's, for me, like, I can go back to a time where something happened to me that pissed me off, and those feelings will come right back like it's happening again. So that kept happening to me all weekend, where it would, like, come back to my brain when I'm not doing anything, and I'd start thinking about it again. Or I was back home, and I'd start thinking about it again. I don't know what to do with that. They don't talk about things, so it's not like I can sit down and be like, dude, I felt super disrespected by this. So yeah, I guess that's my horror story. And do parents have a say in how we parent? Simple answer, no. You did this already. And there's times that you fucked up. And there's times you did good. Nobody. If their parents did this and told them you're doing this, you should be parenting this way, I'm sure they were annoyed by it too. Like, parenting isn't the same. Each generation is different. We all take things from the past and change things, or we add new things onto it. So yeah, I was really pissed, and I'm still really fucking bothered by it. Yeah. So that's my little story.
I mean, I would write out, like Heather said, send a text. If you don't want to send it to them, just write it all out on something just to get those feelings and stuff out. Or even like talk, like just make an audio clip of it. Because I feel like writing is harder for me. So like it's easier for me to say it. So I would, for me anyway, that's what I would do. I would make like an audio, like just use your recorder, make an audio clip of everything you need to say about it. If you want to bring it up or whatever, you can, but really it's for you. But you gotta let it go. Because like, dude, if you're coming home and like it just randomly still peppers in your mind and you're getting pissed off. Yeah. I can just picture you just like cooking stuff and like an out of the blue, like lightning, it just hits you. They're like, oh yeah, remember that one time when he told me to stop yelling at the kids? And then like, you know, while you're cooking, it gets angry cooking, you know, the pan just gets scraping against the freaking thing. Yeah. You're like, oh God, don't tell me what to do. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. God, dude. But you need to somehow let that out and then just kind of let it go from there. If you want to bring it up, if you know that they're not going to want to talk about it, I would at least be like, look, I kind of want to expound on it, but I'm only coming this at you from me. If you want to engage in it and you want to talk through it, we can. If not, that's cool. But I seriously think that our relationship can get better from me talking about it and stuff like that. But if not, then whatever. But still, you need to take care of yourself first. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to find a way to get that out. And I think writing it out or maybe video recording it or something like that, just to get it out, I think you'll feel a lot better. And especially, like, I don't know how Lauren feels about hearing about her parents. Maybe talk to her. But if not, then like I said, just air it out into a vacuum.
Yeah, I talked to Lauren. It was a really hot weekend. Like, it was high 80s the whole weekend. And she said I could tell Dad was grumpy when she came to visit. And she said, I think you guys were just both really hot and both really tired from dealing with the kids all weekend. I said, yes, but that's not an excuse. That's just an explanation. Mm-hmm. You can't make an excuse with that. So yeah.
Yeah, journaling helps. Like I'm not consistent with journaling at all. I should be, but like I said, like it's so tough to find like a solid 5 minutes just to write out. That's why that's why I'd usually just talk it out with Heather. I mean, that's pretty much it. Babe,
Yeah.
don't you babe me. I'll fight you. Let's see what Heather says though real quick. I know she
Sure.
So her in-law story is that, so yeah, she's afraid of my mom. My mother-in-law used to chew food and baby bird my son, but I was too scared to anything to say anything. Yeah, she's afraid of my mom, dude. She's like deathly afraid of her.
What? Is
Yeah.
it just because your mom, like, I've met your mom. She does come off a little cold.
That's just the
Is it
immigrant.
that?
It's just her immigrant, dude. That's just the immigrant in her. Once you like get to start to talking to her and get to know her a little bit, then she's actually kind of funny. But like, yeah, she's very like everything she does is all about work. Dude,
my.
that if that was a personality trait to work, then yes, that is her personality trait. Yeah, she does do things wrong. You just never freaking hear about it, dude. And then her horror story is that the only thing that really happened is when I had Liam. I was struggling to breastfeed, and my mom and Ian's mom were not supportive and just told me to go formula because Liam was starving. I did end up not trying to breastfeed anymore, but that's something I'll never forget. Yeah, I know they meant well, but it still upset me. Yeah. I think it's because of their time period, because I think in that time, it was all formula. I think breastfeed was on the down. Like in the 90s and stuff like that, I think formula was like at its peak, and every mom was like, oh, yeah, formula. Let's just use formula.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I don't fucking remember that shit.
Oh,
Obviously.
you've never had a horror breastfeeding story, Kevin?
No. No, I can't say I have.
Wow.
All the times that I've had my mouth on a nipple, it was never a horror story.
Gross. Nasty. Gross. Let me see here.
Heather, I couldn't find where you posted that in Discord unless my Discord doesn't have the new channel.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in the
closed it.
channel or you DM'd it, but I looked in that extra channel. It's not in there. And I don't see any DMs.
Yeah, I don't know.
It should be there. Well, it's not, okay? It's not, okay?
It's not there.
Yeah, I just see the one with 2 sentences, which we just read. Anywho, let's see. Do I have any segment 2 horror stories? So with her mom, I guess I swear to God, I've told this story before on the podcast, but
You probably have, but it's probably been a minute. So
so the Christmas Story, that is probably the biggest horror story, best story of all time to me. If I were to write a movie or a TV show about my life, this scene would definitely have to be in there, and it's probably going to be the best part of the whole movie. So yeah, if I had to recreate it into a TV show format, this whole life experience would have been in there, easy, top 1. So I think this was. Well, I don't remember if this is the year that I proposed to Heather, which was like year 2 of us being actually together or something like that. I don't know how the timeline works. I think it was 2 years in is when I proposed to her. And I'm pretty positive it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same year. But anyway, so it was Christmas morning, everyone's over, and like I proposed to Heather, and that's all good and great. I did it really cheesy and gay, so whatever, dude. I'm not gonna freaking go over it. All right. I'm a dude. I'm a man. All right.
Did you do the hang the ring in the tree and you find it thing?
Shut the fuck up, Kevin. Don't you fucking talk about it. All right. You shut your dirty freaking mouth. I'm a man. I shot it out of a gun. I attached it to a bullet, and I shot it at a door, and she pried it out with a knife. Okay, that's what I did.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, but that year, I don't know. I seriously think it was the year after. I honestly think it's the year after. But either way, that morning, I don't know what it was, but like she was just off. Like she was just off. like that whole morning, and I could sense it, and I think everyone in the whole room could sense it, that there was something off. But like I just remember coming into the room, and then her like she try like so she's funny, so she'll try to whisper stuff, but it's not whispering. She says it at a low tone to where like she's trying to make it seem like no one wants to hear, but oh, whoopsie, I guess I spoke too loud about it. So she's just obviously just trying to stir some shit, but she's just trying to play it off like she's trying to hide it. It's like that whole weird thing. But like, I don't know what it is. But I just remember one time we were sitting around the tree and I just hear her just sitting in her chair and just going like, like, I fucking hate Ian, that piece of shit, or something like that, dude. Something crazy. And she said it in a low tone, like I said, where she was trying to hide it, but not really. And everyone in the room is just like, what? Dude, everyone's just like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's just like, I fucking hate him. I hope he fucking dies. Like, dude, it was so fucking crazy, dude.
Jesus Christ.
It was hilarious, dude. I'm sitting there in a button-down shirt looking the best I've ever been because it's Christmas morning. And I'm just like, the fuck? And everyone in the room is like, what are you talking about? like, dude, what the hell? So they had to like roll her out of the room and try to talk to her and stuff like that. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there just laughing on the inside. I'm like, dude, what the hell just happened, dude? I didn't even do anything. I was just sitting there. But, dude, out of nowhere, she just sat there, like, looked upon me and just goes, look at this fucking piece of shit. Fuck you.
She obviously had some kind of mental health thing there, because what the fuck?
She did. She really did.
Who has inner thought? It's like she had inner thoughts that she put out in the ether.
She did. But but she went through a lot, and then back in the day they didn't really have any like mental health stuff. So obviously how they dealt with anything was very unhealthy. So but like I wasn't rubbed the wrong way at all, because like, dude, this isn't the first time ever where she's like just been mad at me for like almost nothing and stuff like that. There's been times where I've been caught in the eye of Sauron, but that one by far was the best because it's Christmas. You know what I mean? And it was Christmas morning, and it was just out of the blue. Eye of Sauron caught me, and I got caught in the crossfire. Orcs came upon me and had to fight them off.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Her dad, horror story. I mean, yeah, he's very much like me, where he's like almost, he tries not to have confrontation, so we don't really butt heads a lot or at all, to be honest. So yeah, I'm trying to think of like a time where
I mean, nothing happened on that Disney trip. That seems like a long time to be with you.
But it had nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? It had nothing to do with me. He was fighting with his wife his wife, who his now wife. He was fighting with her, and then they broke up, and then that caused drama. But like otherwise, like it had nothing to do with me. Yeah, Dad has never done. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he and I, we haven't really gotten in it. But that's because we're never in like close proximity for longer than a day. You know what I mean? I live with your mom, so like we really got to know each other. You know what I mean? We got really intimate. But yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to. I never had any incidents with Dale until just this past weekend. So I mean, this is the first time it's ever happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I see him maybe once or twice a year now that he's in Florida. But otherwise, yeah, I think that just yeah, it's a lot less likely to catch a stray when he's so far away. So but yeah, I got nothing for that.
Cool. I mean, that's it for the main topic. Unless you
cut out at the end. What was that?
Sorry, I bumped a button. I said, unless you got anything you want to add to it, that's it, Dan.
No, I mean, if her dad was closer, I think he and I would have a better relationship. But yeah, we just don't really see each other all that often. I was definitely more closer to her mom, even like towards, she's unfortunately passed away. She's been passed away for some years now. It was a huge blow to everyone in the family, and she is dearly missed. Like you have no idea how many times we're in a situation in any given part of the day, any day, all day. We're just like, man, we wish she was around. But like even towards the end, before she passed, Heather and she were like on rough patches, but like I tried to keep a relationship with her to be that bridge between the two. I just never believed in cutting off anybody. Like even if no matter how shitty they were or how shitty they believe in and stuff like that, you just never know. This life is so short. Like we as humans, we expound it so much, but in reality, it's really not a long time. Like her mom passed when she was like what, maybe 60 or something like that, right? In her early 60s or something like that. And that's not a long time to be on this earth.
No, that's young.
Yeah,
for,
62.
Yeah, 62 is young.
And like you just never fucking know. And that was a lesson that I learned though really young when my uncle passed and my grandfather passed when I was really young. And like I and it wasn't anything that I could do about it, but like, I still would have, being young, I would be like, man, I really wish that I would have, done something or write a letter or something like that. But it was tough. Back in that day, we didn't have any internet. I lived on like the opposite end of the earth. So like it was really tough, but it sucked really bad to like not be able to go to their funerals and say goodbye and stuff like that. So but yeah, towards the end, like I said, I tried to be that bridge between the two. But yeah, yeah, we sorely do miss Heather's mom, Lori, like a lot. And I was very, 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 very close with her. And like I said, but I think that closest grows from us butting heads every once in a while. Like I remember, I guess another horror story that I hold close to my heart was when we went to go to like this Christmas village. We went to this Christmas village.
Dude, why is it always around Christmas?
I don't know, but it was like weeks before Christmas. It was like the Christmas season, and like they loved Christmas. She loved Christmas so much. It was a huge fucking deal for her. Like she loves Christmas, and it's passed down to the Heather and the kids. But like we went to like this one Christmas village. It's like a very popular one. It's a it's a town where they do Christmas lights everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. And they have Kozers. Yeah. But we were there, we're about to leave, and like she was talking about her friend, and her son, like her friend's son or whatever. And at the time, I wasn't really in the best space in life. Like I really didn't have a good prospect and future in life. I was working at Arby's. I was living with them because I had nowhere else to go. And I didn't have a license. So like I was a fucking bum, dude. I was like a straight up bum. I'll say it. And I wasn't trying to hide it then either. Like, I was straight up like, yeah, I'm in a rough spot in my life. But like we were leaving and she was talking up her friend's son. Like it was like, it seemed like forever, but like she was just talking him up so much, dude. So like we're in there and she's just talking about it, like, oh yeah, he's got a really good paying job. He's about to become like a manager. And she's like, and she would like turn to me. She's like, so Ian, what are you going to do? Where are you going to stay at Arby's forever or whatever? And like, she would do that sometimes where she would just, like I said, Aya Sauron, she would just turn the blades onto you. And I was just like, I don't know, probably not, but I'm trying to do what we can. But I got a little mad, so I spazzed a little bit and I let it out a little bit. So I just said like this one remark about him. I was like, yeah, he went to school with him. He was a piece of shit back in high school. And she's like, what? What do you mean? I was like, yeah, he was a fucking piece of shit. He would do drugs all the time and hit on younger girls. Yeah, he was a real fucking asshole. And she's like, don't you fucking say that about him. I'm like, what? Like, it's true. And dude, she fucking spazzed out on me, dude. It's hilarious. Yeah, dude. But yeah, it was a lot of good times with her, and yeah, I sorely miss her, dude. She was so fucking funny. in a mean way too, which was hilarious. Dude, her funniest moments were her being mean to people, dude. It's so fucking funny, dude. It's so great.
Did you ever talk to her about how funny it was, like when she was in a good state of mind?
Probably, because like, dude, she came up with a nickname. She came up with a nickname for my father-in-law's now wife, dude, and like it is like forever the biggest, like the hardest slams of all time. And like I believe when she said it, I think she unveiled it at like some vacation, I think. Yeah, she says it in the chat. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get in trouble. But dude, when she said that slam in front of me, oh my god, dude, I just died. I'm like, dude, that is so good. I can't believe you called her that, dude. I was like, bro, it's so fucking funny. Dude, it was so good. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I consistently told her how funny she was. I think so. To be fair, my wife, she's not not my top 5 people, but you know, she does the best she can, I guess.
Oh, come on. She's such a nice lady.
She just comes off as very selfish. That's all. That's my only problem with her. That's all. She just comes as very fake and selfish. But otherwise, she means well. So, yeah, I try not to have any like ill words or feelings towards her. Always cordial, very nice. That's all.
She always looks, I mean, every time I've seen her, she always looks like that lady that has the attitude of, I have a lot of money and I'm better than you. That's what I get from it.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
But it's all a ruse. they have no money. It's all a ruse. Yeah. But yeah, that's it, man. That's all I got for the in-law thing.
I got a dad hack. I got a dad hack of this week, man. So I took the kids to the movies. We went to see Lilo and Stitch, which was fucking great. I thought it was great. I wasn't expecting to have tears to go in to see a fucking Lilo and Stitch movie, but I definitely had some tears. Yeah, so I never watched the cartoon, so I didn't know what I was getting into. Movie was great. But what I did, the hack was, I didn't realize that you could just ask for extra containers at the movie theater. So, like, I bought a giant thing of popcorn, which is like a large. And then I said to the lady, I said, could I get just like a couple containers, just empty containers so I can split the popcorn up? She was like, yeah. So I bought a large popcorn, and I got a drink for me, a drink for Ollie, and the other two had waters, because apparently you're also allowed to take drinks in, like in a water bottle, like you can take water in. So I didn't know that until recently. So, and I went on a day where like the movies are like $5 a ticket, regardless of your age. So it was super cheap, man. Like I made out real good. So like that's the hack. When you go see if your local theater, when you go to your local theater, see if they get a large popcorn and just say, hey, can I get a couple containers? And they'll give me they gave me that little plastic thing that they like put a hot dog in. So yeah, worked out great. You should definitely try that out.
Yeah, or just like come in with like a diaper bag. What are they gonna do? Like, you know, smuggle all your stuff in the diaper bag? What are they gonna do? Yeah. They're gonna pat you down. They're like, sir, stand to the side, please. We need to check your diaper bag. We can never take all the kids. We just don't. Well, the two are really young. They're under 2, so there's no way they're ever gonna sit still for a movie ever. There's no way.
Yeah.
The freaking 11-year-old has a problem sitting still trying to watch a movie, dude. So, like, I don't know how he's able to be taken to these movies. Like, dude, when he's at home and I put on a movie, dude, he's like, he just can't do it. He just can't sit still, ever.
Oh, my gosh.
The $2 movie theater was, it was. It sucks that it shut down. Thanks a lot, COVID. Thanks a lot, fake thing that happened, but somehow affected a bunch of businesses and other things in my life. Isn't that crazy how people are like, COVID's fake? I'm like, yeah, but there was a whole thing for a whole year. What are you talking about? Yeah. If it wasn't real, then why did we do that? Did we just all pretend that we're all just going to be home? Like, hey, guys, we're going to run a cool fire drill. We're going to act like a pandemic's going on, and for 6 months, everyone's going to get paid to just stay at home, okay? But this is fake. We're going to tank our economy because of it, dude. Doesn't make any fucking sense when people fucking say that. Like when they're like, yeah, it wasn't real. I'm like, all right, dude, I know who you are. You need to go over there now.
You're part of that same group that says we never walked on the moon. Shut the fuck
All right.
up.
Now I know what level of fuckery we're going to be dealing with today. So
you also think the Earth is flat, you fucking idiot.
It's so crazy, dude, when people fucking say that, dude. Like I had I forget who said it, but I just heard it recently. They're like, yeah, COVID wasn't real. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about, dude? The U.S. economy tanked for a solid year under your great white hope, and like it's not real. What are you talking about, dude? So you're saying like, oh, the great white hope got fooled too? Like, okay, dude. Oh shit. Anyway, see, I don't save like 80% of the people in that chat, so I never know who's talking at any time. Like I only have Mo, Shwazy, and that's it saved. I don't even have Drew saved on there because I always forget to save him. But like every other number in that chat, I don't save it. Like I don't. I just don't care. But anyway, let's dude. Announcement. I don't know if anyone noticed or cared, but we're back on TikTok. Dads vs. the World podcast is back on TikTok. So if you want to send your TikToks to the page, go for it. Send it over to us. We'll play it here on the podcast. We'll react to it and say our 2 cents or 2 pennies for it. And then, yeah, we'll move on.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll do a really quick TikTok one because I want to shut this out soon. You should change that really to IG/TikTok. You want to go do that while I do our ad read?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, go for it. So while Kevin's taking a pee out of his tiny wiener, we're going to talk about Dubby. Dubby is our sponsor, our day one sponsor, dude. And what is Dubby? Dubby is an energy drink that you can get at dubby.gg, and it is the best energy drink I've ever had out there, bar none. Okay, it's got no sugars, no artificial colors in there. Yeah, they're ahead of the game before RFK took it over. But yeah, no colors, no dyes, none of that stupid stuff, no fillers. All natural ingredients and great tasting flavors for you to choose from. There is so many different flavors to pick from, like the dragon fruit lemonade. They've got a grapefruit tropical punch, blue raspberry. The list goes on. How many different flavors you can get, and they're all delicious. And it comes in a tub for about 30 drinks. So it's 30 drinks in a tub for $30. So that's $1 a glass or a shaker cup. Okay, can't beat that. Go out there and find me an energy drink that's just as delicious and good for you for $1. I dare you. You can't do it because it doesn't exist. Only a Dubby. And you can use our code at dubby.gg. You can use Dad's World and save 10% off of every order. So that is DADSWORLD, Dad's World, for that 10% code. And that's going to be at dubby.gg, dubby.gg. I had some during that trip that I did to Indiana, dude. I was chugging the Dubby, dude. Dude, I was living off of it. It was so good. And guess what? It's so good for you that my pee wasn't even dehydrated, dude. None of that dark yellow color. It was all clear, baby. Clear as the sky as a cloud. I don't know. Clear as something, dude. But either way, Dubby.gg, man. It's out there to make you be better, so be better with Dubby. But yeah. How's your pee? Was it good? Strong flow?
I'm feeling better, dude. I think that 6 cup of coffees I had fucking came out.
Got a strong flow there, bud?
Yeah, man. Yep.
All right. So we're going to do some TikToks first. I may have to rearrange this because TikTok is different than IG. So I don't know how the screen's going to look. There we go. What the hell is going on? Dude, what the fuck just happened? What is going on in this video? I don't know, dude. What did you just say? Is this like the Russian Olympics? Like, what is this? What is going on? I have to rewatch it. This guy right here, dude, that is my son learning how to ride a bike the first time, dude. That is he was so excited. It's like, dude. I love how it started off with the grandma smashing glass. Like Granny Stone Cold Steve Austin over here, dude. It's like bang, 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 bang. All right, let's see what else. Is that the only one you sent? Oh, there's more. Let's see what else. Yeah, I saw that, dude. Do you want to? Yeah. So Trump goes up to her, goes like, "Do you want a picture?" And instead, she just takes a picture of him and says, "You're a disgrace to the world," to his face, dude.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, dude. Let's see.
That's so good.
Oh, that's what she sent. So I guess that's it. She only sent the 2.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do IGs. I sent some good stuff. Well, in my head, good stuff. Everyone else, who knows? They probably hate it. They probably hate it. They're like, I am so unfunny. Why did he send this? All right, come on. Open up, you piece of poo-poo. What is going on? Hold on. Let's try this. Damn, Rhea broke up with her boyfriend. Did they break up?
Who?
No, they're not. Her and Buddy are still together. They got engaged. I thought they got married. They can't be real.
I think they're just playing out a scenario.
Oh, yeah.
For a
Okay.
funny video.
I was going to say, all right. Don't be... Hey, man, calm down. Yeah, I love how, like, big Rhea Ripley has gotten. And then, and
Yeah,
like,
dude.
from people that aren't even wrestling fans, they're just like, oh, God, Rhea Ripley, I'd wish she would pin me the way she pins people.
Yep.
From women. These are women, not guys. These are women, dude. These are other women
Did
saying
you
it.
see there was a thing that Rhea Ripley did with, I can't remember her name, but she's a fighter from, I think, UFC, and they did some videos together, and she was like she showed her how she does the riptide, and then she pinned her in that one way,
Mhm.
and some of the comments that other woman was saying, I was like, yeah, yep.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. I would have posted up a comment like, hey, listen here, Rhea, you better calm down, dude. The Republicans are gonna come for you. They don't like this talk. They don't like this gay talk. They're gonna shut that shit down real quick.
Have
dude.
you seen the videos of like a family walking away, and then in the background there's like a nuclear explosion, and it says like, aren't we proud? We got rid of 6 trans women in women's sports. And then there's like a fucking nuke bomb happening in the background. We've destroyed the fucking world, but there's not any trans people in women's sports.
Yeah, none of those T's in my sports. No T's in my sports.
Clarence Armstrong has a unique cat.
Yeah, he's pretty unusual. Let's go. Hey, come on.
His name's Tegri, and he's more like a dog than a cat.
I think he's more intelligent than a dog. He likes this.
Every day when the weather's nice, Clarence and Tegri go for a walk, and they usually end up at a fast food restaurant in Renton.
Dude, this
Would you
is
like that with cheese
this
today?
is totally my wife's dream, dude. If she could like have a cat that was so well trained and so she could just take out into the like life, take it to McDonald's or go grocery shopping with her, dude. She would love it, dude. Absolutely love it if she had a cat this trained. All right, we'll do one from you and one from me, and then that was it. Oh, so it's just the video that you sent over. Oh, this is probably when you wanted us to share it. Okay. So let me do one for mine, and then we'll close out because I gotta get on the road, dude. Be on the road again. Oh, dude. Yeah. Alpha guy stuff. Here we go. This is a good one to end on.
You don't flush the toilet at work?
Correct. I haven't covered my tracks since I was an intern.
Why?
Because prey animals cover up their duty. Alphas let their stinky out wherever they want.
Does this work?
Does it work? I went from soccer dad to CEO in 2 years off of one mantra.
Wait, what is it?
I'll tell you what it is. Cover your throne in brown and let the betas flush it down.
I seriously hope that that's all a bit. I seriously hope so, because you said the word duty. You can't be the most alpha guy in the room and call your shit duty, dude.
That's fucked.
Yeah, I've never flushed the toilet at work because I'm an alpha male. I let the fucking beta bitch cuck boyfriends do it while I'm having sex with their wife and girlfriend at work. Being an alpha male has exponentially grown my personal wealth, both emotionally and financially. This is why you men should be the way I am, okay? If you're not this, you're gay. Dude, I love alpha male shit, dude. It's so fucking funny.
Oh, real quick, since your voice just reminded me of that, the Karrion Kross match was also very good.
I'm so glad that Karrion Kross is finally gonna hopefully get a better push now.
I was just happy to see him out there. Like, fuck, push this guy. He's already over.
I agree.
Like,
yeah, the internet's been like, trying to lead the breadcrumbs to it. Yeah. So. But that's a good thing, though. I'm glad that they're responsive to the internet and stuff like that. That at least shows that they're at least paying attention to the audience.
Yeah, even though Triple H said we don't pay attention to the internet anymore.
Liar. Is that why Karrion Kross got a push? That's also like I'm very surprised they haven't pushed your guy any farther either.
LA Knight.
Yeah, LaKnight. Yeah, because the crowd loves him. Yeah.
Yeah. Every time he comes out, they go nuts, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's going to be it for the show. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. H. Varsilla, as always. Russ, thank you for coming in. And I think those are our only two cool people hanging out with us today in live stream.
I think so.
Yeah, I think
so.
But
look at that, dude. We actually did a podcast in a little under an hour.
Well, that's that. Yeah. I'm really trying to get the fuck out of here. I gotta drive down to Baltimore, man. I'm not trying to fuck around with that bull crap, dude. I'm just trying to move on, dude. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out. Yeah, follow us on the TikTok now that we got our TikToks back. Otherwise, we do have that Discord still. Next Sunday is our next episode at 10 a.m. Eastern time. If you want to be a part of the live show, pop in on Twitch. You know what I mean? We always usually post up what our topic's going to be heading into it now. So pay attention for that on the socials, on IG, on Kevin's page, and on the dad's page as well. But yeah, man. Yeah, things are moving.
Yeah, they are.
All right, brother. You got anything to say to your sweet, sweet people, to your sweet, sweet, sweet 1,000 followers out there? You want to tell them you love them? I mean, you think about them.
Other than what we've said before, just or what Ian just said. No, I don't really have much more to add to it. I will probably be posting up sometime this week a video for what our plan is for next week's podcast. So just keep an eye out for that.
Okay.
Share that as much as you can to get it out there for those of you that are listening. If you have any questions, you can reach out to myself on TikTok. It's Kevin/StayAtHomeDad. Then there's the Dads vs. the World. So if you got anything you want to add to the podcast or anything you want to ask, we can always answer those questions. So send them there. I guess there's also an email, which is what is it? Dads vs. the World podcast @gmail.com. You can send your questions and comments there too, and please do. It'll add to the show. Add a little bit more to it.
Hell yeah, guys. So we are gonna raid. We're gonna raid out to Decatrons, who we raided out last time. But yeah, we love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. Audio listeners and video listeners, the numbers are pretty steady. Thank you guys for always checking in. In post, we will never ever forget you. We love you. You were our day ones before we started doing this stuff live. We used to do it in a basement and just record it and then post it later. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Catch you guys later. Have a good one, guys.
Yep. Take it easy.
All right. Deuces, peeps. All right, we're gonna raid. Be a good podcast and raid out.